Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Wildcat Week. Is it episode 11? 12!
It's definitely 11.
It's episode 11. Yeah, because we just did 10.
10, yeah, because we were in
with,
white shirts and stuff.
Ncaa and Tati.
Yeah.
Also, Owen, I told you before, this is the first podcast Donovan is exposing his legs for.
Donovan, congrats, dude.
So if we see a couple more clicks and views. All right. So if we see a couple more clicks or views.
All right. So Coach Hnatyshyn.
From me. So yeah, on today's show, we'll do the usual rundown, interview, and then also our preview. It's getting to that point in the semester, Owen. We don't have very many weeks left, so people are kind of gearing up on the homework wise.
Yeah.
So we've been on a little bit of the struggle bus lately.
With finding guests.
Just trying to find people.
Yeah.
Because
we're trying to get golf, but golf is out of town all the time. So.
Yeah, they are.
And then softball won't get back to us.
Yeah, they just won't get back to us. So we're gonna roll the intro video, softball. And you know what? When I go back and kind of do some stuff with the intro over the summer.
Yeah.
If I put highlights
put every sport in there
except for softball, I'll
even bowling, bro.
I'll be like, hey Ray or Donnie, send me something.
Send me a strike or something.
Yeah, send me a strike or something like that. But yeah, it's not gonna be
no
softball.
Them.
So yeah, we're gonna roll straight into the intro video. Then Owen will take it away. Owen, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
On the carry, Shoemaker through the hole. Shoemaker to the end zone. Wildcats are pouring it on.
Hastings across to the middle. Goal! Goal! That's the game! Wildcats win it!
You're listening to Wildcat Week, presented by Amplify Media.
All right, so back up with the intro. Donovan, 11 episodes in, and it is still just as good as it was on the first episode. All right, so starting off, we got some men's basketball news, boys.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, not really, but kind of. So
yeah,
Coach Hnatyshyn, our head men's basketball coach, Coach T if you're on the team, but Coach Hnatyshyn to the rest of us, normal students and other athletes.
I'm going to be honest, I've never heard him called Coach T.
I've heard Coach T by every single basketball player.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was named the 2022 Fellowship of Christian Athletes, or FCA as many of you know it.
Yep.
John Lott's Barnabas Award winner. So I think that's just someone who led a program that with the Fellowship of Jesus Christ and stuff like that. And I mean, the Coach Hnatyshyn does a great thing with the men's basketball team. I had the honor to interview him for the Grant County Week in Review stuff we do for Dr. Perry's class. And he preached about this whole I am third thing that he does, where it's God first, team second, me third.
Yep.
And he's done that for years. So, yeah. I mean, I think since he had told me either the year he got here or a couple years after, was when he started that I am third movement, I guess what you would call it. And I mean, it's done wonders for the team. And I mean, it's just, obviously you can tell they've won a lot of championships with God on our side. So congratulations to Coach Hnatyshyn.
Another small thing I saw on Instagram when it comes to the men's basketball team is that we got a basketball player that signed at a high school, and he was actually named an Indiana All-Star.
Yeah, Indiana All-Star team. I did see that. Yeah,
so he now makes the seventh Indiana All-Star we've signed to play for Indiana.
That's huge. That's huge. It was Mangus was the most recent one, wasn't he?
I think so. Before this guy.
I think Mangus was the most recent one. All right, but now, so that's it for basketball. That'll probably be it for a while, for the rest of the year.
For a while.
But going on to baseball, they had that Huntington game that they played on Friday and lost 3-2. They came back 110-8, a close game, but a nice W for the boys. And then they had a doubleheader on Saturday, starting at 3:00, and they unfortunately lost that first game 17-7. Huntington's the best team in the conference, so the fact that we were able to either hold it close the first two games and win one of those two games, and then sadly in the last game of the series we also lost 2-1. So it looks like we had the offense kind of rolling in the middle two of those games. I mean, we scored 15 runs, but pitching wasn't there because we gave up 27. But in the first and then the last game of the series, it was a pretty tight game overall. So I mean, you can't be too disappointed because then the boys came back and they played a team they played in a 2-game set earlier in the year, Cleary University, and they split that 1-1. and we actually almost got no hit or I think it was no hit because I think I saw a walk that was given up because we went and watched that game. But we split that series the first time we played Cleary University, and this time we went to Howell, Michigan, where Cleary University's at, and wound up beating them 10-7 and 8-0. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so the boys definitely came back, battled back, and outscored Cleary 18-7 in 2 games on Tuesday.
Inside information about one of the Huntington games is that one of our pitchers actually was he threw so many innings and he gave up no runs.
Yeah.
He did really, really well. Well, he left, and in Ncaa, you can bring that pitcher back in. And so he came back in to finish the game, and he let up a walk-off hit.
It was probably Saturday night game, yeah, Saturday night game, so 2-1.
Yeah, so I mean, he had done an amazing job the entire game.
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could
I had no idea.
Because it's softball, you can do that. Okay. I do know that, but
it was either he pitched one game and he pitched really, really well, and then the next game he came in to finish it off, or it was all in one game.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, congratulations, boys. We had, as a podcast, we challenged the boys to get to 500 for away, and they did so. They're at 10-10 now. Congratulations. They are now 21-18 on the season. They're above 500 on the season. They're 14-10 in conference. They're at a 2-game win streak. Let's see if they can continue that. I'll announce what they're doing later on in the episode after the interview. And
they were 12-14 when we interviewed them.
Yeah, so I mean, big congratulations to the boys. I think it's a product of coming on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So, some people
not like it was in the beginning.
Some people would say, All right, so the men's golf team played in the Sagamore Shootout in Noblesville, Indiana, over at Sagamore Country Club. They came third out of 7 teams. So congratulations to the boys. They were second out of the first day, but then finished third, or not the first day, going into it. They were in second place, and then they wound up finishing third. So 1 under. St. Francis took home the win with shooting plus 35 as a team. Holy Cross of Indiana, which is over in South Bend, correct? I'm pretty sure.
No, Holy Cross is up in Michigan.
It's in Holy Cross, Indiana.
Then I don't know where Holy Cross.
I think it's up by South Bend.
Wow.
I think
if
I'm right.
It is, that's by my hometown, and I don't know.
So they shot plus 41. The Wildcats almost tied them. They shot plus 42, and then from there on out, Spring Arbor, Grace College, Parkland College, and then our Indiana Wesleyan B team came in last. They shot plus 87. But I guess that's a varsity kind of situation. So we had the starters and then some the B team. So
it's nice when you have your own home event. You can send out your own guys.
Well, it was in Noblesville, so it wasn't,
it's 40 minutes away.
Yeah, true. I think you are right. I think we did put on that tournament because next to the Sagamore Shootout, it shows our logo. So I'd take it. It was kind of a home thing.
Yeah.
But no, congratulations to the boys. Almost a second place finish, but not too far off. They've definitely majorly exceeded expectations after the first match. So big congratulations to them. Placing second, fourth, and third in their last 3 events after placing second to last in their first event. So big congratulations to them. We have some awards in the men's tennis team, per usual. They're the second best team in the country right now. So we had Rocco was named Crossroads League Player of the Week. So big congratulations to our boy Hnatyshyn, I think his name is what our boy Isaac, when he came on the episode, I'm pretty sure I heard him pronounce his name was Hnatyshyn Rocco. Or Rocco, or so, Rocco, because it's ROCCO.
I mean, that could be wrong.
Yeah, who knows? We're not sure. But big congratulations to him. He did a great job overall. He is one of the top solo players in the country as well. I think he's ranked in the top 5 when it comes to that. So big congratulations to him. I announced the meet we played in the Doc Richards tournament, which is in Greentown, Indiana, put on by Indiana Tech. And that first Thursday was the first match, I guess match is what they call it, right?
Yeah.
A match in tennis. We played Indiana Tech. I said that we won 4-0. And the boys, they handled business where, just as like they were supposed to. They played Lawrence Tech of Michigan, conference rivals. They won 4-1 in that. And then they played Campbellsville University of Kentucky and won 4-0. So those were both on Saturday. So big congratulations to them. I'll announce what they got going.
Keep it rolling.
Coming up later in the episode. And then track and field, we don't have the results of either of these meets. It's just not working. I guess the sports page or something like that. But they did have a Manchester University invite. And they did take a limited group to that event. I'm not sure why. It wasn't said why, but it just said that they took a limited group. And then they played in the Circle Logistics, they competed in the Circle Logistics Monday meet in Fort Wayne, Indiana for Indiana Tech. So yeah, and then I'll announce what they got coming up later. But Donovan,
Here, you want to announce these because this is what the IWU throw. So this is what the throwers did.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So we had 2 national qualifiers for the throwers in the Indiana Tech Invitational. 6 PRs. They're out of the 12 guys. We had 12 athletes compete. We were in 4 events, 6 PRs, 2 national qualifiers. For the women, we had a 3rd place finish. Meredith, I don't know your last name, came 44.30 meters. And she was also given an A standard, so she will be competing in the national championship.
Cool.
I don't see any other A standards for the throwers. We had a 2nd place finish and a 3rd place finish for javelin. Sorry if I'm about to butcher your name, but it's Juge on there or Judd.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then
I
Precious. I had a class with her. But she finished, and then we had a 6th place finish and a B standard for Dan, but I'm in shot put. But I'm pretty sure Dan already qualified.
He may have.
Yeah, I think so. I think we announced that earlier. And then in hammer, Evan had a PR, and in javelin, Isaac had a PR. So big congratulations to these boys.
Look at that picture of them.
Yeah, the picture. So yeah, congratulations to them. Donovan, take it away with the women's sports.
Absolutely. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not.
That's the worst.
All right. Gotta itch the nose a little bit. All right, so
No doubt.
So we will pick it up with women's softball. So they actually went a pretty decent amount of time without a game or anything like that. But they just had their most recent game on Monday, April 11th. It was a doubleheader against Grace. Both the games were at Grace College. They won the first one 8-0 and won the second one, even though it was a tight one. They won it 2-1. And then the next night they went up to Goshen, Indiana, so my hometown. My mom knows the theme song of Goshen College. Actually, she doesn't.
Did she go there?
Both my parents did.
Okay.
All my mom yells is Goshen College and at the top of her lungs, and then that's it. But they lost the first game 6-9, but then won the second game 20-3. So absolutely dog watered them. But they could have been on the podcast today. Just want to put that one out there.
I just broke something.
What? Oh,
I'm
not that thing.
I'm breaking the set.
Sorry, then I'll move over to women's golf. So the women's golf also participated in the Sagamore Shootout, and they took away first place with the Sagamore Shootout, and they also took away. They had the number 1 player, and they also had 2 girls tie for second. So they did a great job. So Sydney Lairley, she was medalist. She shot a 79 and 75. And then McKenna Hostetler and Faith Ingenoff, they both tied for second, shooting a 156. McKenna went 78-78. Faith went 81-75. Then they also had a tie for 4th position and then a tied for 13th position. So they won, shooting a 623. Next closest team was Marion with a 655.
Wow.
They beat them by 32 strokes.
Congratulations.
Oh, never mind. I just saw something. I was like, that doesn't look right. But yeah, anyway. So they won it easily. So congratulations to them. So we will get back to them when it comes to the preview. Now over to women's tennis. So they also participated in the Doc Richards tournament, and Owen, they lost their first meet.
No.
Yeah. They lost to Indiana Tech 3-4.
No.
And then last Friday, they beat Judson University 4-0. And then on Saturday, they beat Campbellsville University 4-0. So that takes them to 35-4. Dang it. Still a whole lot of winning for them.
Do we have a record? Or well, not a record, rank still for them? What are we?
3.
3? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They are still 3. And then also along with the women's tennis for their accomplishments player-wise, Lena Goals, she was named the Crossroads Player of the Week for the 2nd straight week in a row. She went 2-1 at doubles. She went 2-1 at number 1 doubles and 3-0 at number 1 and 2 singles this week, including both of her matches against number 19 Campbellsville. So great job. Just hoping that the team can kind of put it all together.
Yeah,
obviously, when you kind of win it 2 weeks in a row, you're on the right track of everything here. Yeah. But that's kind of it when it comes to kind of the women's sports here. Once again, and it's coming down to that time of the year where not a whole lot of stuff is going on. But sometimes awards are being passed out and everything like that. But we will have an interview coming up here shortly. Yeah. It will be an awesome one for you guys. A very familiar face, a reoccurring guest, and our favorite reoccurring guest.
I'd have to say definitely our favorite guest so far.
Our favorite reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
But also one of our favorite guests that we've had on the show so far.
She's an OG to the podcast members. So.
Whoa. You said she. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Don't let them in on that information.
I mean, he or she. We don't know.
Or should we just say them? So
it's just one person.
it will either be one. Okay, so this
person, we don't know. Yeah, you're right.
We actually don't know.
One of the guests will be a reoccurring member, and we're hoping the other guest is one of the other reoccurring members.
Yeah,
but we don't. The person. The person texted Donovan before that podcast episode, and the person said that they weren't sure if they were able to get another person.
I was like, you gonna get another one? They go, I'll text around, but for right now, it's just me. And I was like, okay, if it's just you, it's just you, and we can roll with that.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to find out at the same exact moment as us here.
Yeah.
Whether
hopefully
we have
she's
one
got,
or two.
The person has a drippy shoe. Dang it, I suck. The person has a drippy shoe game like the person normally does.
Oh, yeah.
So when the person walks in. So, yeah, let's just go.
All right, so we're going to get straight into the interview. Owen, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the interview portion of Wildcat Week. We have a reoccurring
guest. Yes, JJ.
So,
JJ Bird.
Whoa! You can't even. I wasn't even done.
She's
with
right
the whole
here,
intro.
everyone. Yay! Arguably the best six-man in women's basketball. NCAA, NAIA, JUCO. The best.
Count them all.
Yeah.
Count them all.
She got conference player of what? You got conference, what? It was like first team or
it was
second team all conference. I don't think there's a single sixth girl to be named.
Thank you.
Second team. So big congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We as a podcast, we were very proud. We were like, that's our guest right there.
That's our communications member right there. That represents the basketball.
Even though she's not multimedia, but we take pride in her still.
It's
okay. Unless your name's Jameson, get out of here.
Get out of here, Jameson. Traitor.
But no, so Jordan, you're working through a really hard assignment right now for Dr. Perry.
Yes.
So if Jordan's answers,
we don't usually talk about school.
If she sounds a little tired tonight, me and Owen struggled with this assignment last year.
Yeah.
That's the most proud I've ever been for a 75 on an assignment.
75.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, you don't know the grade I got?
That's just not.
No.
I told Micah.
So I told Micah ask for tips.
No,
for
don't.
Okay.
No. I would say
I wouldn't ask anybody because I would say
I know definitely not.
Yeah,
oh gosh.
Well,
and these are some of his favorite. We're not. I mean, I'm not saying I was using his him liking me as an advantage.
I was.
You were really?
No.
Well, that showed.
No.
He got a 68.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Still got a C+ in the class. We passed. We're on.
That's
I got a
what
B
matters.
minus.
You got a B minus?
Yeah, I got a B minus.
Yeah, so if you think you're anything of a better writer than me and Owen, you're good. You're good.
I don't know about
She's a
it.
Stratcom major. All they do is write.
Unfortunately.
Press releases and stuff.
All right.
Shout
enough.
out Dr. Bennett. Is
Enough.
she a Dr. Bennett? Is she a doctor?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think so. I think
so.
so. Yeah, I think she's done enough schooling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my first class with her next semester.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
She's cool.
principal of PR.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a
class
good
is a
class.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Hopefully
one
you
of
get
those,
to go to the kids museum and the zoo.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those classes. Like, yeah, I'm a senior. I need to take it. So.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's
a
That's what
good
it was
one.
kind of like for me last semester.
Yeah.
All right. Enough about school.
School, yeah.
Um,
Screw this. This
so-
is a sports podcast.
So, Jordan, you were our first episode guest.
Yeah.
Do you take pride in that?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
an
good.
honor.
Do you walk around campus and be like, hey, you know Wildcat
Oh.
Week, Owen and Donovan? I
Yeah.
was their first guy.
Number
My
one.
head is definitely held
Okay,
high.
good.
Number
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
But so after we had you on the episode, you guys laid probably one of the worst losses in program history. Is the word I heard around. You guys
guys
lost to
Thank you.
Goshen
Started the trend.
Oh, yeah.
and like by like 10.
Yeah.
And
It was not pretty.
did you like think like I'm never gonna go on that podcast again?
You know, I didn't think I was gonna leave my room.
Oh,
actually.
really? Actually,
Yeah.
it was that bad?
It was that bad. That night after
Yeah.
the game, it was that
Oh, no
bad.
doubt.
Oh yeah.
Was it a home game? I can't remember.
Away game.
Oh, that's even
So
worse.
imagine
Yeah.
almost a 2-hour drive back.
Just a
within,
fat L.
oh yeah.
Mm.
And then a plate workout after once you get off the bus.
Wait, a what?
A plate workout. So you go to the weight room and do a lift and you do some running in the gym.
Did you puke?
So does
No,
coach?
I didn't-
Does the coach?
didn't
Does the y'all's girl coach like hate you? Like
You
why
know-
did he do this?
No, he does.
No, I know he does. Yeah.
It was tough though,
Yeah.
for sure.
Wow.
But you live, you learn.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you guys went on to the playing with the ghost again.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
She did that first episode. It's okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Fidgeting.
Definitely,
I think
definitely.
she's
you
the
were-
only
you were
one
allowed
that
to do
like.
that.
I think she's the only one of the only few people that like there's people been like pointed it out, but like
Yeah.
you were the first one that was like, hey, can I fool with this
Yeah.
while we're
Sorry, it's like my ADHD kicking in.
No,
There's
you're
no
good.
doubt,
You're
yeah.
good. But so yeah, then you guys played the rest of your season. You played pretty good the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You played well, but then
pretty good?
you
They won
guys.
conference,
what-
bro.
Well, I was getting
And-
there.
and,
I was
like-
getting there.
Okay.
I was
Just
getting
get to
there.
the point.
I was
Donovan. They
gonna
won
say-
conference.
I was gonna say, well, they didn't win the
gonna say.
regular season, but
Okay.
you guys did exactly what you did last season.
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
guys win the tournament. Why do you guys always do this?
Yeah.
I wish I knew, but I mean,
You guys just hate the
works
regular
out.
season.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
We just wanted to save it.
tournament
Yeah.
time.
Give everybody
That's
a little
valid.
show.
Yeah.
Save it.
So how did that feel winning that tournament?
Oh yeah, it was awesome, and we're such a young team. You never know like what you're gonna get
Yeah.
with the team, but it was an exciting game, and the stadium atmosphere was awesome. We had some Wildcat fans there, so up and down, everybody was cheering, and it was just, and being the underdogs a little bit is always, I always like being an underdog because it like means
Yeah.
more, I guess.
Yeah.
But and there's no pressure, but it was awesome. 2-peat, hopefully repeat
Yeah.
or 3-peat next year.
Yeah.
But
Maybe-
hopefully regular season
maybe
as
win
well.
the regular season.
Hopefully regular season, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So seniors that graduated, it was Maddie,
yes.
Adriana.
Yeah. Technically, yeah. And
Yeah.
then,
Wait. What? So what happened with that? I thought she was a grade. She's
yeah,
in,
so
she's in our grade.
she's
yeah.
in your grade.
Yeah.
Just wanted to move on. She's getting married this summer,
Oh,
and
okay.
she like has her job laid out for her, so she
Oh,
just wanted
makes
to move
sense.
on.
Oh,
Makes
yeah. I
sense.
guess.
And then who
Yeah.
else?
Rebecca Schrad
Okay.
played
Okay.
softball. Yeah.
And then that was it. And then I don't know Evan.
Yeah, that's it.
Evan.
Evan.
So are you gonna miss those three?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. In their own ways. Like I'm gonna miss Maddie D for this way and Schrad for this way. They all brought awesome qualities, of course. But yeah, definitely on and off the court. I know Maddie D was one that got a lot of minutes, but even in practice, like Ncaa would just go off, like just like keep her stats in practice for like a 2-hour long practice, and would like record her stats and would like tell the coaches afterwards about like how many points, how many rebounds. So
Yeah, she had to let him know. She had to get that.
yeah,
PT,
of
you know?
course,
I'll let
of
them know.
course.
Yeah.
I'll let 'em
Yeah.
know.
PT's key,
But-
you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, but so one thing I noticed, so since I do a lot of the play-by-play for you
Yeah.
guys' games, every single time you guys are doing the starting lineups and Claire's name was called, why would you just jump around and scream, "That's my roommate"?
Oh, because that's my roommate.
That's a stupid question.
that's
Donovan.
my
That's her
roommate.
roommate, bro.
Come on.
I was like, all of a sudden,
I'm
like,
her biggest fan. Come
Exactly. Come on, dude.
it was just so
on. You
funny.
picked up on that.
Well,
Yeah.
I was like, because we always have the little TV monitor there.
yeah.
And so I was like watching, and then like every single time it said Claire, and it happened like 2 or 3 times in a row. I was like, why does she always just start jumping around?
You'd see it on like the camera, like whenever, because I was a camera one time, and so like I zoomed in, I like followed you guys run out, and like I was like following out Claire one time, and like I just see you just like
going crazy.
I was like, what?
I had to let everyone know, like she's an all-star, so I gotta know an all-star.
That's facts. You guys, so you guys had a freshman All-American or freshman first team. So I guess as someone who, I mean, obviously you're a year out of being a freshman, but what was such an impact like hers had on the teams in the regular season, and then her stepping up in such a way in the postseason, in the conference tournament, and then in the game you guys played in the tournament? Yeah,
she's insane. By the way, shout out Krill. I call her Krill, but
who?
Krill, Lillian Frazier.
Yeah.
Why do you call her Krill?
Yeah, that's.
It's weird, but
close.
It's all right. Just go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she stepped up, and like I didn't know what to expect. I knew she was a stud in high school, and then her coming in, I didn't know what to expect. But her spin move, she'll be putting people in a blender for like 5 minutes, just like going back and forth. And I don't know how she gets people with it, but she does. But I think one of her biggest assets that set her apart from a lot of freshmen coming in, including myself when I was a freshman, was how coachable she was and how eager she was to like learn from her mistakes and learn from kind of the upperclassmen and the people who have been through it. And with every criticism that she got, she just flourished and grew out of it. But yeah, she did step up. The Marion game, how many points did she? I know she's dropped like 20 balls.
Yeah, we were when we did the
I can't remember either.
It was like well, here was another good game by the soon to be first team All-American freshman. Yeah. It was like every week. It was her and the senior Maddie, or was it? Yeah, Maddie that graduated. It was always like the two of them every week.
Just like a quiet like 20 piece too. Like you don't realize how many points she has until after the game. It's like, oh, she dropped 28, had so many rebounds, had so many assists, and you're like, where in the world did you even get that from? So yeah, she's awesome. I'm so excited to see what she adds to her bag this year, this off season.
Yeah.
Because she'll be a super vital player to the legacy of Wildcats. But yeah.
Sweet.
So Sioux City, Iowa. You know, Claire called it Chicken Tender Arena.
Maybe that's why they lost.
So, unfortunately, you guys lost the first game. But how was the trip out?
Oh, amazing. It's always amazing. The best part about the trip is off the court. It did end shorter than what we wanted, but kudos to the Masters. Fantastic program, fantastic players. But yeah, literally the bus rides, we're in the bus for like 11 hours and our whole team has ADHD or some type of just anxiety of you got to move.
Yeah.
So everyone's a little squirrely on the bus, and then you have like your dead period, and then people start to get like rowdy and squirrely again. And it's just like funny to watch everyone like entertain themselves.
That's sick.
Because there's nothing else to do. Yeah. And then the hotels were just hanging out, homework, what is it? But just the quality time that we get with one another. I think we honestly grow more in the span of just those couple of days than we had like the whole season. And I could say that about last year as well. But yeah, trip is awesome. Can't wait for it again. But got a long way to go. So.
Yeah. So, you know, we just talked about a freshman on the basketball team, but kind of go towards more of you. What would you say about last or 2 seasons ago, your freshman year versus now, and when it comes to team improvement and when it comes to just personal improvement as well? Because obviously, you know, you had a role as a freshman, but you definitely stepped up in a much larger way. Obviously, being a second team all conference. So yeah, just trying to talk about that.
Yeah. Looking at individual. This year was tough. It's true that sophomore year is one of the hardest years. It was a lot of adjusting from my role from last year. I played a role last year of pass the ball to the shooters, drive in, pass the ball to the shooters, play good defense, be athletic, whatever. And then this year I kind of had to figure out how to score more, and I had to figure out how to actually play defense well, and step up as a leader in my own way. And it was a lot of mental battles, if I'm completely honest, of figuring it out, trying to put too much pressure on myself, And then from starting to not starting, going through like the mental battles of that and just confidence levels. But this year was definitely, I think it's going to be one of my favorite years just from the hardships that I went through, and just the learning experiences that I got from it. But as a team aspect, like I said, 11 freshmen and sophomores. I don't know if I mentioned that last podcast, but so it was just a lot of ups and downs, but it was amazing because I think we had the best record that Coach Whaley's had.
Wow.
It was a lot of grittiness, not a lot of prettiness is what our little slogan was for this year. A lot of wins that we just kind of had to gut out, which was fun. But it's basically the same team next year, so it can only go up from here.
Exactly.
Hopefully. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how the freshmen tap into this new role that they're all going to get, and then incoming freshmen, and then some of the upperclassmen stepping up more and taking that.
Do you, I don't know if you know already, but like, do you know some of the incoming freshmen that you'll have?
Yeah, I've met them just through visits, and we've played open gym in the summer of last summer. So just like a little bit. I know I haven't met the latest commit, but I know the 2 that committed early on are dogs at their high school. But one tore her ACL, so I think she's going to redshirt. And I think it's going to be the first redshirt that women's basketball has had. But so I think she might redshirt. That's a rumor. I don't know. And then the other girl, super sweet off the court. I can't tell, like, court. Like, I can't tell on the court what their game is, but I'm definitely excited to see.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you kind of lost that starting kind of position after a few games at the start of this season, obviously you'll be down about that. I mean, we've all kind of went through those kind of situations. We all played sports. But like, where did you find the joy and love of being like the first person off the bench?
Yeah. At first, I was just in my head of, what am I doing wrong? And I was just like disappointed in myself because I didn't want to fail the team. But I wasn't necessarily upset that I wasn't starting anymore. It was just like, what am I doing to upset, like, coach? What am I doing to disappoint the team? But I loved coming off the bench. I hope I still come off the bench. My parents don't quite understand that, but there's not any pressure, I guess. Like, I'm just coming in. The other team's already tired after playing 5 minutes because they usually come in at 5 minutes.
You're just fresh.
And so I'm just like,
legs,
I'm just like booling out there. I'm just going like back and forth, just like crazy. But whatever position I'm in next year, I just hope to cheer on my teammates and watch them succeed and help them grow the best of my abilities. So
yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Official off season has begun since spring break. So 3-4 weeks ago. Do you guys, is Coach Whaley put you guys on a weight training, shots up a day or something like that?
He actually gave us all of April. So right after tournament ended, he was like, I don't want to see you guys until June, which we come back and do summer training.
Gotcha.
But this team is they're a bunch of grinders. So everybody's in there in the gym. Some girls were in there tonight playing pickup. I had homework, media and society. Shout out Dr. Perry. But yeah, so we just kind of have to do our own weights in basketball right now. And then May we get scheduled out like weight programs and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
and who makes that? Is it Whaley, or is it like a GA?
Yeah. So this year it's going to be our GA for the weights.
Got it.
Last year we did like a program.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the best, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you guys, is the GA from still this year, or will you get a new one?
He's still here. This is his second year.
Gotcha.
So
yeah. That's sick. I mean, I think it's because we kind of asked you guys like what was the off season like, and we asked the guys like what was the off season like. But I guess now that you're kind of in the swing of things, it's kind of like now we get a firsthand experience of like, get to hear what it's like. And I mean, you are our first reoccurring guest. So you're the
Let's
first
go.
guest. You are the first guest. And if Claire was able to join, you guys would have been the first duo to come back on the podcast. But sadly, Claire couldn't join for whatever reason. So, but Jordan, it's an honor to have a reoccurring guest.
It's a pleasure to be on
Yeah,
here. Thank you guys.
It really is.
I appreciate it.
Is.
Yeah.
No, real quick though, how was it?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to guard the 6'6" girl?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you
well,
that,
part of our game plan was doubling down on her.
Okay.
Even sometimes tripling. So in a way, yes, because if the ball was on the opposite side, it would have to help side defense. And we did this thing called hot, where basically you double up if she gets the ball in the middle. So we had to just like sprint and attack her. So in a way, yes, but not like Maddie Lawrence or Jade Nutley.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah. So who? I don't know if you know, but who did end up winning the national championship?
Thomas More.
Thomas More.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
A good team, solid
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
I would expect nothing.
So you guys
less.
played them your freshman year.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, and they were short, speedy guards. At least I
Yeah.
remember from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they got this good transfer, this tall transfer this year, and rumor has it they're going to D2 next year, but
Oh, really?
I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what is do you guys particularly get transfers, or is it kind of just you guys just kind
Yeah.
of grind out a class and really just kind of, or?
Yeah, I think he's looking more into transfers, especially with this 5th year that we get.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot more of the talk of getting transfers, getting grad transfers. But last year we had 3 that I'm trying to think. I could be way off, but I don't know. I don't think we necessarily go for transfers.
Yeah.
I think whatever falls in our hands falls in our hands.
Yeah.
But I think he likes to recruit class and develop them.
Okay. Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Because I mean, I've noticed it's a very different from each sport.
Yeah.
Because I know like baseball doesn't really get too many transfers. Tennis run the transfer portal. We had Isaac and oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Trey. Yeah, I saw him today in Baldwin. Trey and Isaac on the podcast, and they were telling us how like they've got just these. I mean, it's transfers, but it's like.
Yeah.
I say that, but they're like guys that should be like sophomores, juniors in college, and they're just like coming in from like Argentina, and they play like professional.
We don't get that.
Yeah, we don't get that. But like, and then football. When I first got here, we had a couple of transfers in the first 50 class and stuff like that. But we didn't like have a solid transfer.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably say when Malone College in Ohio and a D2 school like cut their program, we got 2 transfers. And then the year after that, we had gotten 2, and we had gotten Ryan Wofford and then Jacquez Carter, who was a huge, huge part of our offense. Yeah. And then this year, I've heard of some rumors. We don't know exactly yet of like transfers and stuff like that. But yeah, I've noticed like, and then the men's basketball a little bit, but like not a lot.
They seem to always get like a guy that comes for like 1 year. So like, you never
like
got to meet him.
Yeah.
Tanner Rubio.
Tanner
was
a dog.
I've heard about him.
It was a Florida Gulf Coast, right?
No, it was some small
wasn't it
division.
Jackson. It wasn't in Florida. Yeah, it was
Like
Jackson.
Jacksonville State, maybe.
Jacksonville State. Okay,
yeah.
I know it was
awesome
a school
dude.
in Florida. I
And
couldn't remember.
Was it Dylan Alderson last
Yep.
year?
Yeah.
With freshman
Dylan last year.
Yeah.
And then
Dan.
now it's
Dan
Dan.
Markey.
But he's
staying.
He's still
That's what
gonna
I
be here
heard.
next
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
right?
I think he's staying.
I think he's gonna be here another year.
Is he staying?
That's what I've heard. Rumor. Yeah,
Oh.
rumors around town.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah, that's
Let's
a new
go,
thing for the
Dan.
Wildcats.
23.
Yeah, and then we had Maxwell's older brother, Seth's older brother,
Yep.
Evan.
Evan.
Yep.
We had him when he transferred from Kansas, and then he went to Liberty, and we had him for 2 years, correct? Or was it 1 year for him as well?
2 years.
2 years, yeah. So I think, but I mean, yeah, I feel like, and then soccer, nothing.
Girls,
so I mean, you guys
nothing.
probably one of the few sports that don't really.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys had a transfer from the softball team.
Yep.
Yeah, you
That
did.
is true. That is very
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I mean, you guys lost at Goshen. I know I keep going back to it. But I will say Goshen is a tough place to play.
Very.
The first ever men's game I ever watched was because I went to high school with Luke Stevens.
Oh yeah.
And we're our high school is in Goshen. And so we're like, hey, we'll go watch. I will kick the crap out of Goshen. And so then we'll see Luke play because Luke was a freshman. And they lost.
Yeah.
And
It's
so-
something
Was this
about
our
it.
senior year?
Something
This would have been
about it.
our senior year of
Okay.
high school.
Wow.
There's just something weird about Goshen.
Very much so.
But yeah, Jordan, thank you for taking the time
Yes,
out of your
of course.
time. We'll
Thank
let
you guys.
get back to writing your media and society paper. How
Yeah,
many
don't wanna
pages
take
are you
away
at?
from that?
Without my bib in right now and without my appendix, I'm at 17. Yeah.
Mine was 35.
And I haven't done the
Appendix?
conclusion yet. Yeah, and I haven't done the appendix.
Conclusion, the 2-page
Or the
conclusion.
analyst. I don't really know what the
Analysis?
Analysis, yeah.
analyst. Analysis.
Analysis
I don't really
is
know
like
what that
fat. It's like, I think my analysis was like 8 pages, 6 pages, something like that.
You're lying.
Because it's like,
mean-
because it's 25 things, right? I think I did 25. Is
what?
it 20
Yeah,
or
it's
25?
Oh,
25.
okay.
Yeah, so it's like 25 things. So you got to analyze each thing. So that's like a paragraph
Yeah.
per.
Well, I mean, mine was pretty easy because mine was just like TV episodes. So I just
Yeah.
basically gave like the description of a TV episode, and then I just wrote a little bit about it.
Maybe it was so easy. But that's why you got it back.
Probably
grade.
why I got it. Very true.
Sorry, Donovan.
But no, definitely if you're gonna use the printer at in the library, take some extra money.
Yeah.
So
I need to put
it's
in some
it's
money.
gonna it's
Yeah,
it's
or
gonna
just ask
run
Jody.
or just or you could ask Jody. Seriously, yeah, that's
Jody's the
something.
goat, honestly.
About to break my bank though.
Yeah, but yeah, so we'll let you get back to that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for joining us here
Thank you,
today.
guys.
Thank you, yeah, thank you,
I know
sir.
I asked you. What did I ask you? I asked you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when you.
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday you told
You know,
me you
in
were like, "Hey,
class.
Jordan's gonna be on the podcast."
Yep.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah,
bro.
I was like,
So I couldn't say
you know,
no.
this could be our first episode. Okay, I'm sick and tired of people saying they can't say no to us. So like, because I had a cheer. So
you know who
Brooke-
says no? Softball says no.
Softball says no. Softball says no. to
Softball
us.
sucks. They suck.
Okay.
There's like
They're
30
good at their
girls, though.
sport. They're good at their sport and
good at
stuff
their
like
sport.
that.
They
Like,
just don't respond
suck
to our emails.
at responding.
But no, this is like now it's you. But like Brooke Sieber, when we had her on for the cheerleading, she's like, because I saw her like before I went to go work out. I think after she was done working out, she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I just felt like I couldn't say no to you, and I was like, you could have said no. I would not have
Yeah.
cared. But yeah, so
Yeah, who knows? Well, they said that, and then they probably watch all these other episodes, and they're like, "Dang, they really dogging on softball right now."
on softball.
We really have been. We've been on softball's butt for like what 3-4 weeks now. I think it was before spring break. We like
Come on,
wanted to have
softball.
we wanted to have them on, and then we were like, all right, screw it, and then like
Yeah.
we'll just do other people, and then like we've just emailed them or Donovan's emailed them every week past since then, and they just haven't responded.
Softball.
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, maybe you should tell Rebecca to talk
I
to some
might.
of them.
Well,
Hey,
she's-
Donovan's up.
I've also
Donovan.
like talked to like one of them like face to face.
Yeah.
and so like they know who I am. They know what I look like.
Yeah.
Um,
He's the light skinned guy with glasses and the
light-skinned
curly
guy with
hair.
glasses with curly hair.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Um,
His name's Donovan. He doesn't bite. Well, come up to him, talk to him, say, I mean, I would literally, it's the fact that they haven't responded. If they would just be like, no, like, I'm good. Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Like, whatever. I'll accept
Yeah.
that.
Communication.
But it's the
Come
fact
on.
that, like, we've had one girl was like, yeah, I'm down to do it. And then, like, nothing since.
yeah, absolutely nothing.
Literally nothing.
Absolutely
Oh,
nothing
no.
sense. All right, enough nonsense talk
Yeah.
about softball.
You can
Jordan,
go on softball later.
Jordan, thank you once
Of
again
course,
so
of
much for coming
course.
on.
Yep.
It was awesome hearing about kind of reflecting on the girls' basketball
Yeah.
season
Yeah.
this year, and maybe
you
we'll have
guys.
you on again next school year. I
Yeah,
hope
just
we'll
let me
have
know.
you on again next school year.
Yeah.
So so Owen, gonna head it on over to the preview section. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
All right, so Donovan, that was a great interview, dude. I really enjoyed it.
Killer.
Yeah, very good. So now going into the preview section of the podcast, or the closing section. So we have we're gonna be away for a little bit. We have kind of a extended weekend and the beginning of a weekend.
Easter.
Yeah, Easter break. Shout out one of the perks of going to a Christian college. I've learned that.
That's actually true.
Because I was talking to one of my buddies who transferred, and he's like, "Yeah, we got off Sunday." Like, what do you mean you guys have off Friday
I was
and Monday? And
I was
I'm
talking
like,
to
well,
one of
we
my
got Friday and
friends
Monday off.
that go to Purdue, and he's actually on the men's club volleyball team. So he's
Yeah.
actually going to be gone all this entire week at
Yeah.
nationals. But he's like, no, we still have school. And I was like, oh,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
yeah.
Imagine going to a public school where you can't get time off.
Yeah.
For Jesus.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the baseball team, they have a 4-game set against Goshen College. Who was that? The team that you said is the second best, like one of the other best, or is that?
No.
That was Bethel. My bad.
Bethel,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So the boys are playing Goshen College 4-game series starting Friday at 1:00 here at Marion, Indiana, at Wildcat Baseball Field. We need to come up with a cooler name for that field. Like, we need to call it like either like.
I bet they had it called Wildcat Stadium before the football stadium.
Yeah,
came
sorry
in.
about you guys. And then April 16th, this following that next day, the Saturday, they will have another 2-game doubleheader against Goshen starting at 1 p.m. And that will complete the 4-game series against Goshen, the conference series. And then we play Shawnee State University of Ohio. I'm probably saying that name wrong. But
no, that's right. Shawnee.
Okay, good.
Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Like
okay,
Sean,
but it's N-E. Okay, cool. So that will be Tuesday at 2 p.m. So fresh out of Easter break, the boys will be going right back at it at 2 o'clock, playing Shawnee State University of Ohio here in Marion, Indiana, again at Wildcat Baseball Field.
Do you know
starting
what
at 2 o'clock.
Shawnee is?
Shawnee.
It's an Indian tribe. It's a Native American tribe that was very prominent up here in so.
All right,
quick history lesson.
I'm not really familiar.
Dominant, kind of like mid-southern Indiana.
Okay,
and then where I'm from, it was huge Potawatomi.
Okay.
So there's even a Potawatomi zoo up by where I'm from. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, we don't really have much history we're proud of in this house. So
got some Spaniards down there. Some
we do. Hey,
conquistadors.
dude. Some of the stuff in like the French Quarter and like downtown New Orleans.
Yeah.
The architecture is really sick because
Probably
it's like
haunted.
Spanish. Yeah, probably. We don't believe in ghosts. So, and then on April 22nd, which I probably will talk about in the next episode, but just kind of get it out of the way since it is next week. We do have a 4-game series against Taylor University starting Friday at 3, doubleheader, and then finishing it Saturday starting at 1 o'clock, another doubleheader. And the game, that last game will probably take place around 4:30. So yeah, best of luck to the boys.
Are you going to be calling any games here soon?
I am hoping to be calling that Taylor series, just because we are done with football tomorrow. So
cool.
So I'm excited to kind of hoping to get into the swing of things with the baseball. Oh, that was no pun intended, actually.
That was no pun intended.
I was really upset because over what was it? What was the break that we just had? Spring break.
Yeah.
Spring break, I was going to call a game. I was super excited. That last Saturday, I was going to call a game, and then I get a text from Abby, and she's who's our like
boss.
Yeah, boss basically. She texted me and was like, "Yeah, we got the baseball game got canceled. It's like snowing and stuff." And like I'm like outside the entire day. I'm like, "It is not snowing. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And then like game time runs around where like the game would have been like 5 o'clock, I think, or something like that, and then it just unloaded like a snow, and I was like, "Oh, that's where it's coming."
That's why. Yeah.
So yeah, and I was kind of upset about that because then a lot of our weekend series has been away, and our weekday series have been home, and I've had football every day of the week. Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, I'm very excited because I mean we got Taylor. Hopefully I can do that Shawnee game. Taylor University series is going to be great. We got Marion, and then I wish the Butler series was it. I wish that one Butler game was here.
Oh, we played Butler.
Yeah, for the last game of the season, but you know, it is what it is. So,
dog on them.
Yeah,
like the football team should have done.
Exactly. Double reverse. Freak you, Butler. We would have beat them last year.
Oh yeah,
and we'll beat them this year if we play them too.
Oh yeah.
Valpo, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
And then going to the men's golf team, which I gather would probably be the same thing for the women's. Never know though, because they played sometimes separately. They will be playing in the Ackerman Allen Shootout in West. And I'm going to pronounce it the way I was born and raised to pronounce it.
Oh no,
the West Lafayette, Indiana, over at Ackerman Allen Golf Course. So I don't know what school this is put on by.
I mean, West Lafayette, it's Purdue territory.
Probably, yeah. I just didn't know.
I don't know. Maybe they're just using that course.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, so best of luck to the boys. That will be Monday. First tee time is at 8:30, and then the next thing they got will be the Crossroads League Championship, April 25th. So yeah, so going on to tennis. So get your ears ready. This is gonna be really confusing. Because their schedules will be intertwining a little bit here. So here at the Sutter Tennis Center in Marion, Indiana, they will be having the Last Chance tournament April 20th through the April 23rd. So that will be April 20th will be a next Wednesday through next Saturday.
Which we don't have to technically worry about because we're already in.
Yeah, so I don't really know what that entails.
I'm sure we just invite other schools.
Yeah, well, obviously,
on the brink.
Yeah, okay, so we have that, and it's listed twice, so I'm not really sure why that's listed twice, but maybe for singles and doubles, I don't really know. But yeah, so April 22nd or April 20th that Wednesday from April 23rd next Saturday. But then right after that first Wednesday day and like it's in between it. So April 21st, that Thursday. See, told you. We will be playing in Holy Cross College in Notre Dame, Indiana, at the Act Tennis Pavilion.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, I was
Okay.
right. It is in South Bend.
Yep.
So yeah, so in between, I guess that's where we're just gonna be sending like our top dogs to the Holy Cross College,
I don't
and
know.
we're just hosting this last meet. I don't know. Maybe we can get some inside information and figure out before you guys next week. And then for track and field, they have a Huntington invite this Thursday, so tomorrow. And that will conclude their really, really busy week that they've had this week. So they had that meet on Saturday, the meet on Monday, and then the meet tomorrow. So that will conclude their super busy week of this week. And then they will be playing or competing in the Little State Championship April 22nd through the 23rd on Friday and Saturday here in Marion, Indiana at the track and field complex, right next to the football stadium. So best of luck to everybody. Donovan, you want to take it away?
Yeah, all right. So I will first take it away with softball. So softball this Friday. Yes, we're doing this on a Wednesday because we leave tomorrow at least I do, for Easter break.
Yeah, I leave Friday.
Yeah, so Friday, softball will be playing Bethel University in a doubleheader at Mishawaka. And then Mishawaka, yeah.
Mishawaka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mishawaka.
Sick.
And then the day after that, so this Saturday, they'll play a doubleheader at Marion University. Then next Tuesday, they go at Spring Arbor University, Michigan for a doubleheader up in Spring Arbor, Michigan. And then that next Friday, so the 22nd of April, they will go to Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Ohio. So they will have, counting the games they've already played, they have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games in a row away.
Wow.
That's kind of what they get.
Yeah, that is what they get. They
Kinda
deserve
what you
it.
get.
You deserve to have to travel far distances because you can come on the podcast.
Because you could come on the podcast. But that means like next year, like they're going to have all those games at home. They're going to have a 14.
Is that what that is?
Well, if they switch every other year.
I don't know.
I mean,
I know that's like in football.
I don't know either, but like if they switch every other year, that means they're going to have 14 straight home games.
Big vibes.
Big vibes.
Because then guess what? That means they can definitely come on the podcast next year.
That means they will be on the podcast next year. And so then now I'll switch over to women's golf. They will also be playing in the Ackerman Allen Shootout in West Lafayette.
Oh, you confused me.
Lafayette. So yeah, that will take place on Monday and Tuesday of this coming week. And then for the women's tennis, they will also be hosting a last chance tourney here at the Sutter Tennis Center, and also
yours is only mentioned once though.
Yeah,
So,
mine's only mentioned once. It's Wednesday through Saturday, but then
Yeah.
on Thursday they'll be playing Holy Cross.
Tennis teams that
college.
follow each other. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, now this is interesting, because it says versus Holy Cross University, which means we're the home team, but it's at Notre Dame.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe obviously they can't host anything here, so because they're doing that last chance.
Yeah,
tourney.
I don't know. But then that'll be their last meet of the year before they go out to the national championships.
Wow.
So we'll see if the ladies can pull out a 40-win season. I don't know if they're able to pull out a 40-win season just because they have 35 wins right now.
Doubt it.
But so that means they'll have to play 4 matches for the last chance tourney in Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Which, if they play every day of the last chance tourney, then they can hit it.
Yeah.
But they can't lose.
No, yeah, but
They
I
can't
doubt we'll
lose.
lose if we're playing in a last chance tournament.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
They're ranked
Some
third though.
some
so-
scrubs are probably going to be coming here, you know.
Oh, you know.
Probably some people no one could beat.
Psych.
Psych. Just
They're
kidding.
probably really mean too.
Yeah, they're probably really mean people too. Yeah. But no, so that will pretty much sum it up for this episode of the podcast.
Donovan,
It was an awesome interview
Yeah,
that we
I think
just
we got
had.
like 2 or 3 episodes left. It's really depressing.
I think too.
And then we'll be gone for the summer.
You know, I don't want to put it into your head, but like, it could only be one depending on how busy our finals weeks are.
You're right, dude. That's scary.
So,
it's gonna be so sad. But we're gonna have a massive preview.
We're gonna have a
well, for
massive
softball,
preview.
for softball and baseball for sure.
That's well, I guess the one thing, like, we need to talk about is like, who do we want on our last podcast episode for this year? Like, do we want football? And so we do like a football preview in the spring, and then we do another one right when we come back.
Yeah, and it'd be cool. I could probably get one of the coaches on too, like Caleb Rufner, or maybe like something like that. I'd be down to have Caleb Rufner on.
So yeah, I mean,
or Coach Rufner,
Coach Rufner,
Coach Beefner,
Coach Beefner. But yeah, so I mean, we need to kind of think about who we want for our last episode.
Yeah.
Definitely not softball. Just kidding. If they want to be our last episode and we can put the beef to the side, we can do that here.
We should reach out to them, be like, the email should start off with, so, and then like indent, and then like, let's put the beef aside.
Let's put the beef aside. Which I don't even think they have beef with us. It's just we're making it up in our heads.
Oh no, 100%, because they won't come on the podcast.
They don't
Screw
even know
the
who we are.
softball team.
Screw the softball team. I do think it is funny. Like, I have consistently sent them emails for about the past 4 weeks now.
They're like, who's this Donovan kid?
Who's this Donovan guy?
I wonder-
Why does
hey,
he keep reaching out?
Hey, next when we do it again, I'll email them and you'll email them and see if they respond, who they respond to.
Ooh, if they respond to you
Maybe
first,
it's a
I'll
you
be
problem.
so mad. I'll be like, you gotta
I'll
be
email them
kidding
back
me.
and be like, psych, get played.
Oh, we're undermining this.
Oh, yeah,
we're
making
gonna
this into like a
have some
villain
fun.
story. It's just not
This
true.
This is how we become the Joker.
This
Owen.
is literally how. We're playing we're creating a false narrative in our head right now. The
Yeah.
softball team hates us.
Yeah. We're creating one for all the viewers here too.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Dude, because think
100%.
about it. Think about it. The podcast, we have stories and stuff with the people that come on, but like, dude, we gotta have a story about ourselves. Come on now.
I mean, hey, we gained like 25 followers. I mean, part of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. If anyone is watching this, I don't know how long the giveaway is that Gracie will be doing.
Check your phone.
It doesn't say how long. But if you
Gracie.
follow us, if you are still following us, if you follow us on Instagram, and then you just go into that most recent post that we have on there,
Yep.
and follow the other accounts and comment with
It's
like 2 or 3 of your friends.
Amplify,
It's Amplify, Sojourn,
and
Grant Connected.
Co.
If you follow those, you comment like you comment like 2 or 3 of your friends, then you can get put into a potential drawing for a giveaway, which includes a lot of stuff, including barbecue seasoning from Texas Roadhouse
Yep.
and an Amplify T-shirt.
Ooh.
Although I will say, there's no larges left. So if you're looking for a large, they don't have that anymore.
Sorry.
We honestly, because I really like those shirts, we should just like start ordering them in bulk and selling them.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't know how much it costs.
Hey, we
but-
should create our own T-shirt and then give it to every guest.
See, I have a much more cheap version that I've been thinking of.
What?
So
like a pen?
no. We
We should get a sticker. But
no.
We should create a sticker.
Oh no, I already sent. Oh, I was supposed to send sticker designs to Kennedy.
Okay, cool.
I think that'll be something for next year.
Yeah.
But no, I was thinking about like getting with Ashley's Ice Cream, which is downtown Marion.
Yeah.
And then like they technically sponsor the episode, even though they're not paying us at all.
Yeah.
And we just get like 2 pints of ice cream from them every single podcast episode and give them to our guest.
You can put a giant sign right there.
If
Right
they
above
have
my
one.
head. Or we can create our own out of like loose leaf. Ashley's Ice Cream. Right there.
Like,
above my head right there.
Yeah, and we'll print like every letter on like a separate sheet
Yeah.
of paper.
Hey, or when you edit this, I'll go, and then you give it
Like
Ashley's
like a dude perfect YouTube
Yeah.
video. If you want to see more content on our channel,
Click
just
right
click
here.
right here.
If you want to follow Ashley's Ice Cream, click right here above my head. Or if you want to follow them on their Twitter, go above Donovan's head.
Go right here. So yeah. A lot of stuff in the works.
yeah.
For
I'm
this
excited.
podcast.
I think if I would have came to you at the beginning of this year, we would have had a lot of this done already. But I'm very glad.
yeah.
I'm glad we've come full circle in a sense where like we're starting to realize like ways to make this thing better and to reach a broader audience. And I mean, I think we're doing a good job of it. So yeah, I'm really excited for where we're headed. So
am I.
yeah.
So am I.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for this week's episode. Thank you all for listening once
Episode
again. Episode
11,
not 12. No, is
That was
that
our fault.
21?
That's
21. 12. So
ooh.
you guys all have an amazing weekend and a happy Easter for all of you out there. And
Jesus is risen. Eventually.
Correct. Eventually. Not today
Not
when we're doing
today.
the podcast, but on Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of you have a wonderful, amazing Easter break.
I'll be with my family eating crawfish.
All right, we're just gonna end it right there. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't do the crawfish thing. Everyone have a great weekend.
See ya.